Welcome back. In this video we'll knock out the quick fabrication project and at the same time talk a bit about what's been going on and upcoming plans. It has been more than a year ago since my last video. During that time I've moved across the country to another city and from an apartment into a house. And in doing so I found myself in the fortunate situation of being the owner of a larger garage. The building has suffered a bit of neglect over the years, and I've done a few things to it already, like installed proper lighting and fixing the wall where the tap is located. There will be many upcoming projects in this space, and I hope you look forward to them as much as I do. The first thing will likely be fixing the heating, since the winter is approaching quickly here. And I like to be able to utilize this shop during the upcoming cold months. Apart from the workshop, the house also came with this space in the basement. It is fairly rugged at the moment because I've just torn out the interior, but it used to look like an Irish pub down here. I got a few more things to take care of, then this space will be transformed into a machine shop / office. If there is something interesting happening with the setup down here, I'll make sure to bring you guys along for it. With regards to other projects, there's a lot of work to be done to the bikes. First and foremost, we got the Suzuki, of course. There are a few things left on it, like the seat, fueling and brakes. That's pretty high up on the list of priorities. It's about time we fire this thing up. I also got some upcoming maintenance to do on the F650 and the Monster. When I tried to fire them up before moving, they were not running great, so I'll need to dig into that. It's likely the carburetors that need a proper cleaning. I have given a bit of thought on what we're going to do when the Suzuki is finished. We're going to have to find another project. This new space opened up some interesting possibilities. It's large enough for a car. I actually have a couple of bike builds and a few different car projects in mind. The deciding factor is likely going to be what kind of an object I can pick up on the used market for a decent price without having to travel too far. I mentioned the machine shop. Now that I have a more permanent space, I like to add some more capability. So I am actively looking for a milling machine at the moment. I got some cool machining projects in mind, and also some work on the lathe itself. It needs some modifications if it's going to be all that it can be. Or perhaps it's time to start to think about an upgrade, now when I have the space. Oh yeah, and one more thing. The 3D printer is broken for some reason. The bed isn't heating, so we'll have to look into that. And a side note, I also happened to pick up a Bondtech extruder on the used market. Apparently, these things are pretty awesome. At some point we're going to have to look into installing it. Anyhow, a lot of things to do and look forward to. Thanks for watching.